Welcome to Rebel Squadron. The Empire is spreading terror across the galaxy, and we need your help to break its iron grip.
It is time to bring the pain, recruit.
Welcome back, recruit. Congratulations on making it to week 2. This time we'll get into the meat and potatoes of the game, as your battle buddies are starving, which is why you get to peel the potatoes. Alright, recruit, let's get to work. Alright, recruit, let's take a closer look at the holotables here. And you got your regular store, and there's all kinds of stuff going on, like I talked about earlier. You got these different packs and whatnot. Unless you're spending money, you're probably not going to do too much in here, except for these free Bronzium data cards. You get, if I remember correctly, you get 5 per day normally, and especially when you're at a lower to mid level, you want to hit these as many times as you can in a day, because they will give you some free gear and whatnot. If you get really lucky, you'll get some character shards, and it does come in handy especially when you're first starting out. And it is a requirement for your dailies, so at least once a day you're going to want to hit that anyways. And the best advice I can give you overall is to just be patient. This game is a long-term grind. Even if you're spending money, it's still going to take some time for you. And most people are free to play, or they just spend a little bit here and there. And just patience is key to building up your squads and whatnot. Now you got your light side battles and your dark side battles. You got your normal mode, which is going to give you little things like trading droids and credits, and gear, different types of gear and whatnot. And then you got your hard mode, which is also going to include character shards, and these are going to be very important for building up your character inventory. And then over here we got our cantina battles. These use a different type of campaign energy, and the primary focus here are character shards and ability materials, like these the green triangles, the blue squares, and the red or the purple pentagons. Those are going to be used for increasing your character's abilities. So this is, once again, this is a pretty important part of the cantina that you do not want to neglect. And with the light side battles and cantina battles, again, don't be afraid to use your crystals on the energy refreshes. They start off at 50 crystals for the light and dark side, and I think it was 100 for the cantina. Personally, I don't usually go past the 50 or the 100 on the cantina. After a few refreshes, then it'll bump up their crystal requirement. It's up to you how many crystals you want to use and whatnot. So it's going to be different for everybody. And then over here we got our challenges table. So you're going to have various challenges throughout the week, and some of the challenges are going to drop different types of gear for different types of characters. And then you're going to have your ability materials, training droids, and credits. So when you're starting off, you're going to have to do them individually. Once you get 3 stars on one, you'll be able to sim it. Once you get 3 stars on every single challenge, on every single difficulty level, then you'll be able to multi-sim, and that might make your life a whole lot easier. You'll be able to just burn through it at the push of a button and get on to bigger and better things. And then over here, you're going to have your mod battles and your mod challenges. With the mod battles, you're going to each level has a different type of mod. And this one's your critical chance. This one is your critical damage, and you can select which particular type of piece of mod gear that you want to go for. And now what happens is, well, it will give you, say in this case, the diamond. It's it's a random thing on what mark it is. So there's still a good bit of chance there, and you have no control over what kind of stats are actually going to be included with that piece of mod gear. And almost forgot one thing there. So on the 9th tier, you're going to get, that's where you get your slicing components. So after you upgrade the gear, you can then slice it and further improve the stats on it. So you got your different, your different ones here, and you're not going to be hitting that until pretty late in the game, actually. So, but it is something to keep in mind. Now, with your mod challenges, you can go after specific mod types, but at the same time, it's completely random. You don't get to pick what type or what shape mod you want. It's just going to give you have a better chance of getting, say, Mark 5 potency mod in this case, but you have no control over the shape. Unlike the mod battles where you can control the shape, but you still, it's still completely random on the mark that you're going to get. Now, one major aspect of the game that I would highly suggest not ignoring, even if you're not the most social type, I would definitely get into a guild. Yeah, the game now, when you first start off, it automatically puts into a starter guild, and as you level up, it'll kick you into a higher and higher starter guild, which is a nice change because I don't remember that from when I was first starting off 4 years ago. So yeah, it would have been nice back then. They made a lot of good changes to the game, don't get me wrong. But when you get to that level 85 and the end game content, guilds are going to be vital for your account, for your characters, for your inventory. There's going to be a lot of stuff that you can only get through guild events and guild raids, etc. Yeah, so as you can see here, we got our raids going. Right now they've got 3 different raids in the game. You got the Pit, the Sith Triumvirate, and the Tank Down. If you're curious about the Tank Down, I do actually have a video that goes through the entire heroic tank raid. So feel free to check that out if you're curious about it, or if you're looking to, build up a solo squad of your own. You can run that by yourself with your guild's permission, of course. So yeah, feel free to check that out. And then, besides the 3 raids, there's a variety of guild events. We just got done with a territory war, and we did actually pretty good this time around. So pretty proud of my guild on this one. It's just, you get your different territories. It's a lot like Grand Arena, except it's a guild event. You allocate your squads for defense, and then once it starts, you go into offensive mode and you go after your opponent's territories with the goal of conquering as many as possible, gathering those banners. So it's a pretty fun event, and requires a lot of strategy and tactics and a good deal of teamwork. If your guild's not working together, you're not going to do well. So it's really important that you get into a really good guild. And let me show you the rewards. Oh yeah, so you get don't want to get ahead of myself there. So for the event itself, in this case, you get those guild tokens. You can get ability material mega. In this case, the Mark 3. You got your Mark 1 guild tokens, and Everybody loves those credits. So, and you know, the higher your guild gets, you can get stuff like the Zetas, and those are vital to building up your characters to their maximum potential. And so, yeah, as you can see, being in a guild is really important for that end game content. Same thing with the raids. They've got, you know, different reward levels and whatnot. And with the heroics, you can actually get character shards. So you got your ranker, gives you the Han Solo shards. With Tank down, it gives you General Kenobi. With Sin Triumvirate, it will give you Darth Traya. With the Sith Triumvirate, that is a heavy guild event. It's at this point, it's still pretty much impossible to solo it with a single squad, and it takes a great deal of teamwork. The Rancor and the Tank, they've been around long enough. The characters have gotten powerful enough where you can actually solo them, and it does make it a lot easier for the guild to get those shards. And I almost forgot. So with your guilds, you have the ability to donate gear to each other. So if you're missing a piece of gear and having trouble getting a hold of it, you can request a donation. And if somebody in your guild has an extra, you know, it has a surplus of that particular gear piece, they can help you out there, and it really helps make it a little bit easier to build up your characters and your squads and whatnot. So, and you know, being in the guild, it does make the game more fun. You know, having people to talk to, get advice from, and whatnot, helping each other out. Well, recruit, those are some fine looking potatoes you got there. Congratulations on a job well done. This should wrap up week 2 of Noob Camp. So make sure you come back for week 3. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I'll see ya in the Cantina, recruit. This is Rebel Squadron out.
Recruit dismissed, for now.